Hey guys, welcome back. We are working on the hoopty. So, if you watched the other video, we did take the quarter panels off our 2005 PT Cruiser convertible. Once we got both quarter panels off, I went on this side and I took some Pour 15 and just addressed any rust that we've seen because I don't want it rusting from the inside out. I did the same thing to the rocker panel and inside the quarter panel, and today we're going to install the rocker and the quarter. So you can see that it is prepped, it is ready to go. We haven't really done too much to the rocker. There might be a couple dents we might have to pop out, straighten up some wheel lips, and then we're going to get it sat on. So first piece that goes on is going to be this half of the rocker, because the quarter panel is flared out to go over top of the rocker. I think right about here, to be honest. So it's quite simple, to be honest. Once you get this far, the rest is pretty much a breeze. I think Dad's bringing out the rocker now. So here is the rocker, and you will see I literally just went over here and just cleaned up anything, just hoping that it'll make it last a little longer, because let's face it, if we're going this far, we might as well make it last as long as possible. This right here. So what's going to happen is
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain.
The bad thing about this is there's no quarter panel and no fender on, so to get the gaps, you just gotta eye it up and make sure. So the door fits, you can see the gap is pretty good there. We still have adjustment on the door, we literally just tacked it on. So what we're gonna do is open this up. We're going to vice grip this back on to where we need it to go, and then we can start tacking it in spot.
No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always
as you can see, it's all welded up, except for that corner. I'm gonna wait till the door's off, but that's all welded up. If we shut this door here, the body line's gonna still line up here, and then if you look down here, the body line is good as well. So now what we're gonna do is climb underneath, do the same thing down below. No point in showing you guys a whole bunch of welding. I'm just gonna jump through that, and then we're gonna start fitting the back quarter panel, which I will show you guys on how to do that and show you how it's done.
Go on and take your aim. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then that's gonna blow up. Every hole you put in, you gotta weld up.
Yep. You gotta weld all these holes up anyway, so
Just letting you know. That latch might not be lined up, so. That gap is way too much.
Well, could be the door off.
That's why we got
this gap.
Yeah. That's why we got to fit it beforehand.
Remember we left up in the door.
That's fine there. It has to come back more, which is easy. All you got to do, Dad, is undo those and slide it forward.
Yeah, slide back.
Yeah.
Gotta come back some.
But if you do that, we got to fit the fender in spot and see.
Make sure the fender fits.
Yeah. Okay, so as you can see, the door gap is a little big going to the quarter. This is why we got to fit everything to make sure it's where you want it before you start welding. So what we're going to do is he's going to take the inside bolt of the 13 of the door latch off, so it goes 1 in, 2 out, and then we are going to adjust the door back. Now for us to do that, we're going to have to put this fender on to make sure the fender gap is the same to the door, which is the same to the quarter panel. So it's kind of like a chain reaction. It's just going to be a lot of fitting, messing around, trying to get it up in spot. But if we close it, you'll see it does fit good. The door needs to come down slightly, which is no big deal because we haven't played with that. But there's a huge gap here. That's why I said we're just going to bring it back. We just probably cut that in half, and that'll be a good enough gap. You guys didn't know, but we did get OEM fenders. They are used, but they're rust-free. The old ones were pretty rotten at the bottom. So we got this in spot now. Now the only thing we haven't done yet is the 2 bolts at the bottom of this did break off. So obviously it's gonna go like that. So it will be like that, it'll come out where it needs to be like that, and then done. So that gap is good. Going up, still good. Body line is good coming across. This door could still drop down. Probably not. But that gap is good there. So what Dad can do now is put a self-tapper, work our way through here. But what I did notice is this isn't in all the way yet. So we got to make sure this is tapped down in spot. Get that where it needs to be. And then we should be good to go. And then we can literally just start welding this all up. All right, we're pretty well. We're pretty well ready to weld this up. It's fitting, it's more than acceptable, and we put a couple self-tapping screws in spots. We took a hammer and dolly, and there's a pinch weld here that goes up over the inside tub. We did that as well, and now I think he's just gonna weld up. You're not gonna wear a helmet? Okay, so this is pretty well welded up, as you can see up through here. Now we're gonna just touch up a few things, and then we're gonna lay some fiberglass in here, some small strand fiberglass. Same goes for all the welds. We're gonna grind them all down, which most of it is, and then we're just gonna do some fiberglass. So obviously in through here, it's gonna have to be seam sealed like factory, like the other one was. You can still see the old seam sealer there. So we'll do the same thing there, and then we'll fix that and just start doing that. So that's that part of the quarter panel. Come back through here, same thing, all done. Now any tape you see just means there was a dent. So there's a couple high spots here. There's like a little dent right there. One there, one there, one there. And this is from loading it on and off the truck. You can see that there's a mark all the way across, so we gotta fix that. Come over to this side, Dad is fixing the wheel tub. It was a little rotten. So he's making this piece, he's giving it a little bend so it looks factory. He's gonna weld it up, and then the quarter panel slides into this one. So you're not really gonna see it anyways. but we don't want the rust coming back, so that's what he's doing right now. So once this is welded in spot, I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna take the grinder to just a little bit of surface rust that's starting there. This just needs to be cleaned up a little bit, and I'm gonna frame paint, so Dom 16 or Pour 15, we're gonna frame paint all this, and it just stops it from rusting again.
And when you put this piece on, you cut the old piece out behind it up to here. If not, it just rot again. They just take and put the piece on, and then it'll be rotten again in 6 months.
He is right, we don't weld over top of rust, so make sure you always cut all the old rust out, and then weld in your plate and go from there. Okay guys, you'll see that this side is now done. All this got welded up the way it should be. It's all been Dom 15 and it's ready to go. So you've seen that we got the other side on today. We're going to do this side of the next episode, which I won't show you this side because, well, you already seen us do that side, so it's super easy. So the next episode we're going to come back, we're going to start doing all the body work we need to do on here because there was dents here and there. And I'll give you a little sneak peek since I'm over here, is the body work has started. So there was a big crease down here from pulling the quarter panel off and a couple dents in here, and then we're gonna just fill up all our welds and stuff like that. So make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications, and we'll definitely catch you on the next one. Thanks.